Welcome to Attican Plays Railroad Corporation. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to Series 11, Episode 7 of our Railroad Corporation second playthrough of the Civil War DLC. We're playing this one without any passengers and mail to make it more difficult. And we're coming up to the end of Mission 2, Cotton Shortage. We really have everything under control now. We're starting to just focus on trying to build up some reputation with both the North and the South before we leave the mission and go to the next one. And right now you can see we're at 56 uniforms delivered, and we've got our reputation high with both North and South. And as I said, we're just trying to build it up higher. So I've started running steel directly from the mill down to Washington to the Army camp, and I'm going to put in a shorter route for them so that they can move more easily and won't have to go around the mountain and in a lot of traffic. And doing something I should have done ages ago, which is upgrade the Washington station. I can't believe I didn't do the station upgrades faster than that. And I decided just to make it a super filling station. So that means 3 filling stations, all 3 speed upgrades, and then all 3 price upgrades. So people can go in there, a train go pull in there, fill up, and head right back out very, very quickly and very cheaply. And really a good design would be to have a station that focused on repairs and had all the repair type upgrades, including price and whatever, and then other ones that did filling like this, and that would be a great way to go. Now, I tend to make them both because I want the flexibility, but if you really wanted to supercharge, really specialize, you could specialize your stations like that and save much money and speed up your system. So now our steel trains can go directly from the steel mill into Washington. Now, if we wanted to, we would probably, replace that tool industry with our own, replace the whiskey with our own, replace the steel mill with our own, and run the poor ones in Martinsburg out of business. But just isn't necessary. We're in such good shape here, it just really doesn't matter. And here I'm going to set up something so we can run lumber down there, because Washington Army Camp will also take lumber. It'll take gunpowder, which we have not really messed with in this, and it will take steel and bricks and lumber. So we're going to set up trains to haul lumber directly from a sawmill into the Washington Army Camp as well. And I forgot to copy it, so now I got to go down and find it, and now I can copy it. There we go. So now we've got trains running steel down there, we've got trains running lumber, we've got trains running bricks. Same thing in Richmond. We have the same, we have 2 of the 3. I don't think we have any lumber going down there. But you can see we've actually filled up Richmond with bricks and with steel now. They can't consume it as fast as we can get it in there, which is great. That just means that we're just sitting there every time they consume one, we've got a train sitting there putting another one in. So we're adding bonus points or reputation points as fast as we can. And you can also see we're at 56 uniforms delivered. Our reps 113 with the U.S. and 164 with the South. So I've kind of made it when I saw this and realized what great shape we're in, realized our money, we're done with the economy, we got it. I decided to set a personal goal and say, let's go out of this with over 200 for the U.S. and over 200 for the Confederacy. So we're just going to let it run and hit the 200, and we're going to have to do something special to make that happen. And I just don't have much to say about this, so I'm just going to shut up and let you watch it play out for a bit until we do something that kind of matters a little bit. So what I'm doing here is locating the train that carries clothing to, or uniforms to Washington. And it's important that I know which train that is, because we're going to do something special with it. It's just now back to Washington, reloading for another trip. But we're going to watch it, and we're going to actually pause it. Because if you look at our deal, we're at 63 out of 70. This train will hold 7. So its next load is going to end the mission. And so we want to, we're going to load it up and then pause it. That will buy us the time to allow other things to happen to build up our reputation to the 200 level that I've kind of arbitrarily chosen. We got plenty of reputation to move forward right now. And here I decided to demonstrate what Irop had mentioned was a great idea: sell our leather. But I got to figure out how to do it. And it's really, this part of it is still, I find the interface a little clumsy when you, I want to sell the leather. But it's a little, I found it a little bit hard to figure out exactly how to do it. And we'll come back to it in a minute, and I will show you how it's done. And I wish I had thought of this early. It would have made this mission easier. Although, I enjoyed the challenge of it, but it would have made it even easier if we had been just selling off our leather early on. So now I'm watching this guy closely because he's up to 5. 2 more uniforms, and he'll be ready to go. There we are, 6. Waiting on 1 more. And notice I'm poised over the pause, because once he moves out of the station, we're going to pause him. Now, what that means is, it doesn't mean he'll stop in the middle of the track. It means he'll go to his next destination, and then he'll just sit until you give him an unpause. So there he goes. Now he's moving out of the station. We hit pause, and now we don't have to worry about him. He'll go over to Washington and just sit. He is ready to end the mission for us when we tell him to, but we're not quite ready. So now I want to figure out how in the world to do this exchange. So we go to the city market, and then we find our farm. We click on the meat, and then we start hitting the buy. But it really, we're not paying anything for it. We're just taking it out of our farm, okay? So we're taking it out of the farm, and then when we click on it, we have the ability to sell it. So now, see, there we go. Now we're selling it. Watch the price just go down, 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 down. So the price drops off precipitously as you sell it, particularly if you do it in large quantities like that. So if you're going to do it to keep good price, you want to get, take your time with it. But then I thought, oh, wait a minute. Now, why can't I just go over here now? The price is way down. Look at that price. The price is way down for the stuff. Why can't I just drive the price down in the place where I'm making it, and then go where I want it and buy it while the price is down? And guess what? You can. And I think you could run an awful lot of your system without any trains, just by using the trading center. Oh, man. That could break the game, couldn't it? Well, okay, hopefully that doesn't work, but I think it does. I think it does. I think if we wanted to, for example, if we're manufacturing bricks, and we have this big long brick line, if we had the space, now you don't always have the space, but if we had the space to put the bricks into a warehouse where they're being created, and another warehouse where we need them, we could load them up in the place where we're making them and sell them off to the market, drive the price way down, go down to the place where we want them delivered to fulfill a contract or whatever, and sell them off there, starting with that really low price. Starting with that really high price, actually. Huh. I haven't got my. Sorry, I'm having a good laugh at my own expense. I don't know what I was just saying. Oh man. Well, so here I'm trying to see, can I just move uniforms? Now uniforms can't be sold, unfortunately. They don't show up on the commodity exchange. And I guess a lot of these finished products don't, but anything you could find on the commodity exchange, may have to play with that in the next episode. All right, so you can see our rep now, Army 192, Southern Business 187. So we're just going to wait till they're both at 200 and then unpause T21, which will deliver the last 7 close, and we'll be done. So here I'm saying, okay, look, we got it on pause. We have 2.87 million. So we're going to go into Philadelphia, and we're going to go to the city market and grab a whole bunch of our cattle. So that doesn't change our money at all, right? Because we're just taking our cattle and putting them in the warehouse. Then we're going to go to commodity change, take the cattle, and sell them. Notice how we've driven the price down. The buy price is all the way down to 283. Now we just move over to Wilmington. We go into the city, into the commodity exchange there, and we buy them. See, we're getting them for a very low price. We filled up our warehouse with those goods, and then we can take them if we needed them and just deliver them to our clothing factory. We can play our train game without trains. At least in terms of moving commodities around. So we may have to look into that. It's a very, very powerful tool, but I'm not sure might be a little too powerful. Any rate, the whole thing now is just watching the consumption rate in Richmond and Washington, because we need see how they're all 30 out of 30 brick, 30 out of 30 iron. But see the consumption speed, 350, 730. There we go. Now some brick just got consumed, and we immediately had some ready to load back in there. Same, here we go. Now some iron has been consumed, and we've loaded some more back in there. And our reputation's at 199 with the South. As soon as we get another iron down there or whatever, it's going to be at 200. There we go. Now we've got our 200 in the South, and we're at 192 up with the Army, the North. So we'll wander up to Washington and see what's going on up there. Got it at 197 now. So I thought I'd go over here and make sure that we've got bricks running to the Army, but the Army just went up to 200 while I was making this change. So I'm making a change and swapping out and saying don't go to Richmond, go to Washington and sell your bricks there. Deliver your bricks to the Army camp in Washington, make your money there. But while I was doing that, I noticed the reputation had already gone up to 200. So we're at 200 on both of them now. That was our little secondary objective, the one we just made up to have something to do this episode. And so now we can find T21 and just tell him to do his thing, wake up, make his delivery, and that will end the mission. We're 202 for the Army, 200 for the Southern businessmen. So now it's a war. And they're going to send us to Burlington. And oh, look, they fixed the spelling of Burlington. Good job, guys. And there we go. We're all done. We've successfully finished off Mission 2. I hope you'll join us for Mission 3. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. And I hope you'll join us for our next Railroad Corporation video. Thank you.